Oh man. Hello there, great person, and welcome back to Let's Watch Some Monster. Today we're at episode 7, and I already have it open. I see a picture of Anna being terrified. So we will probably today see the end of Maura and her parents. And yeah, let's see how this goes. I have some trauma, and let's just start. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and here we go with Monster.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
So, oh, this is flashback. Okay. Oh god. Chapter 7. Something knows something. And I do think it's mention of tragedy. Or of the tragedy. Yeah, better not let Anna in. No, don't go there. You don't want to see them, like, without their fucking throats or something. I mean, he does shoot people to see, I mean. Oh, man. What is he doing, though? Oh, does he think that they're not there? They went to the police? No, he knows the car's still there. Oh god, his heartbeat. Oh god. Why is it unlocked? I know some people in Germany do not lock their doors, but it's very few nowadays. Oh, don't be too horrifying. Why are you letting her go in? You suspect them to be dead. Oh, what happened there? Nah. Did he smash that picture? I mean, okay, so they got stabbed to fucking death. He just fucking stabbed them to death. It is interesting that the cigarettes are here. I wonder if Johann was a real asshole and allowed him to smoke one last time. I don't think he would do that. Perhaps he experimented with them. I don't know if he experiments with them. That is a possibility. Because we know he enjoys the terror in their eyes, but is it because he takes pleasure from it? Or because he wants to see more of it and understand it more? Or both? It's probably both, but he could have, I don't know. So they don't have wounds, so he stepped in their back? Or it might be censored, but he might have stabbed them in the back. I mean, it looks like he stabbed them, like, here, and I don't know. Perhaps in the neck and we don't see it. Oh, man. I mean, he should be used to seeing dead people. Okay, so she was stabbed in the throat. Okay. Then, was that quick? I don't know. He at least should check the pulse. Oh yeah, dead eyes. Oh, and did he bath? Or did he force him to eat one of the candies? Or is it just saliva? Oh god, man. Wow, yeah. Oh, I will just share it. I don't know if he's doing it because he thinks he can save him or because Anna is there. I don't know. I know from a friend of mine. She was she lived in a rural village, and her neighbor one day dropped dead in front of her because of a heart attack, and his little daughter was next to him during that. And when the doctors came, the doctor started CPR like he did here, and he did it for an hour because the child stayed there and wouldn't go away. And I don't know where the mom was, but his child was there. And later he told my friend, because then like stuff was a bit resolved, and that they had like called other people and stuff, and he told her that I didn't want to see that child be there and think I didn't do everything I could, even though he was already dead. Like the doctor already knew the man was dead, long dead. He still did CPR because of the child. I don't know if he's doing it here because of this. I do know he like both would be in character, and it might be both as well. But it's an aspect I think that might be a case. Though he's also, as we know, he values life above everything, and obviously Johan's existence is challenging that now, because his valuing life once led to this death here. But yeah, it might also be just automatic that he goes and tries to CPR them. Yeah. But it's I like that he can move and everything. Like, he's not so shocked that he can't move because he has probably seen dead people before. And Anna is frozen. I'm glad she's not running away. I don't know if you know this. In many stories, there's the trope that people freeze because they see the monster. They can't run away anymore. That is false. The freezing is if it's not too bad. If you're really afraid, you always run away. You always run away. Like, that's the more because the freezing is just a defense mechanism, a first order, first reaction thing, as far as I know. And the running away is like the flight. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's trying his best to. Yeah. And also he has to do this because it's his fault. I would say no, but he will probably think that. Yeah, Maura. But they all have this fluid. What is that? Yeah, okay, so he does the same with everyone. I don't know if him being more emotional here is... yeah. I do think he's a bit more emotional with Maura, because here he has tears streaming and... yeah. Oh my god, that's so fucked. Oh wow, that's so fucked, man. Wow, that is so fucked. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Perhaps because he didn't feel his pulse. So he probably was like, I do think you're gonna die anyway. Here are the cigarettes, one last time, taste them, because like it soothes him a bit. Because that's what cigarettes do, I think. At least a friend of mine smokes a lot, and he's always like, yeah, I will get more relaxed with them. I don't know, like, I've never smoked, but perhaps that's how it is. And perhaps he wanted to make his death a bit easier. I don't know. Or he's just broken. Like, obviously, perhaps he's just broken. But yeah, like, he's really, really taking this hard, and I get why. Like, he lost good people. And he let Maura here. He let him here. He let Maura join the investigation. He didn't tell him not to do it. He was like, yeah, please help me, disregarding the potential of Maura dying. I don't know if he didn't realize how fucking psycho Johan is, but... man, it's so sad. If Maura had been in like 2 more episodes, I would probably have cried. I don't know, but this is more like I knew it was coming. Oh, she remembers because... You killed him. Oh, she shot him. Okay, so she shot him. Oh no, she tried to kill him and you saved him. Wow. Wow, yeah. Why does it come back here? Is it the smell of the blood? I don't know. Normally, as I do think, I mentioned it before, but memories are mostly, can be very strongly triggered by smells and tastes. So perhaps she smelled something familiar, or it was just the sight that was similar to when her parents died. So he was not because, like, he wasn't a psycho because of the brain surgery. He was a psycho before. So she did probably shoot at him. Yeah, she shot at him because he killed their parents. Because he was a fucking fucked up asshole already. Holy shit, man. Because it's the same idea for her. Like, everything is the same, save for one thing. The people look different, but what does that matter? Yeah. And he tells her, obviously, immediately. I like that, though. Obviously, he does that, because he's a truthful man. Yeah. Will they see Johan, though? But Johan wouldn't kill any of those two, so... Wow, the creaking floorboards. Ah, thank fuck, it's police people. What's he doing? Okay, oh yeah, he's... Oh yeah. He looks like Commissioner Gordon a bit, I like that. I would be like, don't, there are corpses in there. Tell them, man, you'll be suspects. I mean, again, they will be suspects. They will be cleared, obviously, because there are no smoke things and they're not full of blood and stuff. And obviously, this woman is traumatized and hugging him and not like running away from him. So that's what you say. Oh, what's this? 3 corpses bleeding out. That's terrible. Like they probably like. That's really unusual, because normally the people that come to these things are not that trained for seeing like bloodied murders, you know. So, are you both alright? Yeah, okay. Why don't they assume they did it because they can read people? I hope so. Yeah. And ask them if they touched anything. He should tell them, I already tried to resuscitate. I don't know the word. Them. And yeah, I don't know. Because otherwise, technically, it shouldn't. I don't know. Anyway. That was weird. Like, that policeman did like that. He was far too jolly. I love that. He was probably like, oh, another day on the job. I mean, I do think if he saw many dead people, that would be just another day at the job. He was like, oh god, I have to work overtime. But they know who it is. Where are you from, China? It's because I always had trouble. Like from the looks, I also had trouble locating people from Japan or China or Korea, because I do think nowadays it's a bit easier for me. It's still hard, but like I could, like, if I hear them talk in their native tongue, like I can part Japanese from Chinese from Korean, like how it sounds. I know how they all 3 sound and can like discern distinguish them. But when I was a child, I had the same problem here. So. Yeah, and I only nowadays don't have the trouble anymore because I did watch a lot of anime and stuff. I mean, I don't think Anna's okay because she now has an even worse shock. Also, why are they in the countryside now? Where are they even going? Why are they not in the city center? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. From Mannheim? Why are they from Mannheim? What? That's weird. It's not that far, but... Is the other police station wiped out? I don't know. But they should drive the via motorway, so why are there no other cars? Oh, Johan probably called them because he's an asshole. I mean the neighbors. I assumed it was the neighbors. Okay, so there's more to these policemen. What are they doing? Are they a special task force? Oh, what? Oh, are they Johan's assholes? What?
この男たちは
Really? What? What the fuck is going on? What?
あの
Don't ask them any more stuff. Play pretend, man. No. Now you're opening your mouth. You should have opened your mouth and last time when it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm so glad that it wasn't just a guy who saw 1,000 murders and was like, yeah, fuck. More paperwork today. So they really are fucking fishy. I'm so glad, man. I'm so glad. That was so weird. I was afraid it was weird and that the writing was not good on the policeman, but it was awesome. So I don't know why they do it. Some they might be from Johan's Blake Society, or he paid them again, or I don't know. Oh, what's that? Oh my god, the music is so fucking weird. What is happening? What the fuck is happening? I do think they're evil as well. What? Messner und Müller. So Messner is the vicar, I think. Like the name, just the origin, and Müller is a miller. So yeah, Müller is a very, very extremely common name in Germany. So. And now they have better uniforms as well. Oh yeah. But they let them do that. Like, he doesn't seem phased. Like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, so they didn't do anything. Yeah, this is so fucking weird. I have no fucking idea. I have no fucking idea what's going on. Like, they're so fucking weird. Like, they're again Uncanny Valley. Like, this show shouldn't be called Monster. It should be called Uncanny Valley Fuck You. It's the Uncanny Valley subtitle. But no, like, this is... What are they doing? One is full of blood. Is it their blood? How are they there? Why are they doing it? They know them. Why are they so careless? Why do they let them stroll away? Do they think they're too stupid? I mean, that is reasonable in, you know... Yeah, what is happening here? Are they on a special task force to get Johann? Are they from Lunge? How does he know his name? Oh no, he told him. I'm getting paranoid. Yeah. Okay. I knew it would be something like that. It was weird. I was not intelligent enough to look at the Mister, not, you know. Oh yeah, they're going full on fucking weirdo now. Hello, weirdo, my old friend. Oh god, what's happening? Oh yeah, now they... Okay, so jump on the bridge. What the fuck, man? Holy shit, that will be so cold. They will get a... like... What the fuck, man? What are the other two gonna do? What are those two gonna do? What is happening? Monster, yeah, fuck off. At least I don't get the Butzum on. I would have, like... You really need to change your clothes, mate. Hypothermia is really, really bad. But I do think he knows that because he's a doctor, obviously. Why are they on the run? What the fuck's going on? Like, I know why they're on the run, but like, what's the deeper thing here? Sausage and cheese is always good. Oh, hot coffee. So they have not been found. So it's like probably only those two who are weird. Yeah, just probably having a cold here. As I said, hypothermia is really, really dangerous. Oh, she hasn't changed yet? Oh god. I do think if you're very wet, the clothes sometimes keep you warm. I've heard that. Would that be? I mean, water what's it called? The stuff a sweater is made out of, linen or whatever. That is really, really a good isolator. So it could keep you warm. So I don't know. But it's also the water is like a very good heat conductor. So I don't know how it exactly would work. And what's that fucking shed they found? I mean, there are sheds like that sometimes in Germany. In the rural areas, you know. Really? What does that mean? Where did she walk? The border, yeah, from east to west. Okay. So why did Johann tell them? Okay. Oh God, why, Johann? Oh. Holy shit. Oh my God. Yeah. So he, again, I do think he stabbed them to death. That's a very personal way to kill people, I think. Yeah, but I mean, he's a child. How else would he do it? Like, he doesn't have a gun, I do think. So they were Kaku children to those two as well. So where are they originally from? Very interesting. Oh, he shot them. Okay, I'm sorry. And you took the gun. But he protected her in a fucked up way, I think. He wouldn't harm her. Should have shot more than once, man. Always double tap things. Before we see what he told her, I just want to... it's so weird, because I do think currently Johann is really like this I don't mean that negatively in any way, this typical slasher villain that can like teleport and is weird and like has more stamina and like... Obviously, he had an operation here and got saved, but like he survived the shooting and like it's so interesting. It's very interestingly done, because the only really fucked up, not like unrealistic in quotation marks thing is Johann currently, because he's really, really, really fucking uncanny, and he does things that are really, really fucking creepy, and he seems to know things he shouldn't, I think, but it's only a feeling. After you shoot me, throw the gun out of the window. Holy shit, what? Perhaps he wanted to see it himself, the terror he inflicted on people. Holy shit, man. Holy shit, she just asks him. So she shot him in the head. And she was traumatized. Like, I do think... Obviously, she was traumatized, but still, shooting someone in the head, that takes really, really, really a lot. A lot. And staring him in the eye and doing it, that must have, like, she must have been so not depressed, but traumatized and angry and hateful to him, I think. Because he's a doctor, he saved him. No. That is true. And it is now his decision. As I said, it was his personal decision. He can't take accountability. Like, if it had been Dr. Heinemann being like, yeah, save that boy, I want the press to cover it, that I saved the ambassador's son or whatever, save him instead of this... I don't know, old man from the street that just got put in with a brain tumor or whatever, and he would have operated on Johann and saved him. His accountability would have, I would argue, been taken away, because Heinemann would have had it. But here, because he deliberately chose it himself, it was his own choice. His own choice saved him, so his own choice rippled through time and killed people. So... he is responsible for it. He's not at fault, like, for the murders. He's not at fault directly, I would argue. But I do think he does have responsibility, in a way. But it is very, very weird. Because... would it have been his right to judge that Johann shouldn't have been saved? Let's put it the other way around. Had he known what she did and what he did... would it have been morally to let him die on the table? Accidentally cut a rain whistle, hand slipped, can happen. You know what I mean? Would that have been something? Would that have hunted him down? I don't know. You know, this feels very Dostoevsky to me. It's very interesting. I don't know the name of that book where that one dude murders this the woman. I don't remember it. I have not really read it. I just started and I didn't have time to read on. But there's a book, I think, where he kills like a man kills his horrible landlord, and everyone hated her and everyone's glad she's dead, but he still can't cope with it because he killed someone. So, you know, it's like, what should have Tenma have done? Let the boy die? Like, he couldn't have known. Because that's the thing, though, and I love that this is the other way from Attack on Titan. They will not spoil Attack on Titan here. If you've not seen it, you should. It's the writing is on the same level as this, but in another way. Like, it's not as realistic, obviously, but it has a more like the network of people, and like it's more on a national scale. Attack on Titan with morals and ideas, and this is like a very personal level of ideas, and that's why this works for me currently a bit better, because it's very realistic and it just focuses on the people, and there is no supernatural element other than, you could argue, Johan a bit, but I mean, it's just because he feels like it. So, but what I said in Attack on Titan is, and it is one of the main themes of Attack on Titan as well, is save the children. Save the children and don't radicalize them. That's Attack on Titan. But even if you save the children, why should you save them? Because they are potential. They are the future. They have the potential for the future. In the future, if the species is supposed to survive or shall survive, you need the children to do better. To do better than you did, perhaps. And to learn what that means, and to not get drawn into the terrible side of humanity, and to preserve them and to care for them. But this anime argues for a point here a bit, I feel, that is the same but different, because it says, yes, children are potential, but you can also have potentially a killer. Child can become a killer. Child can already be a killer, by the way. It can. I do think the most antisocial a person is when they are around 1 or 2 years old. Because socializing only happens around 3 years through play. Like just on average, like a bit simplified. But that's also why children should play with other children when they are like about 2. 2 to 3, and they will start slowly, but I mean, I see it with my daughters, because we have the luxury of having twins in that regard, and it's not that easy in other regards. You can believe me that, like, it's very taxing and exhausting, but beautiful. But the thing is, they play with each other already, sometimes hide and seek, very simple, and they take things away from each other, and we try to teach them not to do it. Like, if someone has something, like, let them have it, and like, these things are very important in development. But even disregarding that, there are just people that stay evil. Perhaps you could argue it's a brain damage. You could also argue it's just another different type of brain. But I do think the behavior of murking people is very evil. And for the pleasure of it, you have to keep that in mind. Johan does it for the pleasure of it, because he likes the edge of life and death. So that is also, at least that's what he said. I hope I need more about him. Like, as I said, I want more about Johan, but that is where we currently are. And so if you save a child, you might save a killer every time. You don't know. It's the gamble you take. Sometimes the gamble does not pay off. But I do think it's still a gamble you should take. I think you should always save the child. I think that's a personal opinion, because I always think of my children. I don't know, I'm very biased perhaps, but I think you should always save the child. That's also, I don't think if that came through in the reactions, but I was always on Dr. Tammer's side. Like, I would have always saved Johan. I would have still saved Johan here, because I do think it's the right thing to do. Because if you start questioning saving the children, you will fucking have a very horrid future. And that's why I agree with Dr. Tammer's choice to save him. But I do think Dr. Heinemann had his point. He did. I do think that. That's why I made it so strong, even though I disagreed, because I do think you can't just brush it away what Dr. Heinemann did and had as an idea. So just to reiterate on that again, but yeah, so Johann is a cold-blooded killer and psychopath, and yeah. And also, yeah, I'm so dumb because I just said my children. I do have twins, so my twins were socialized. So it's not that. I do think twins are very easily socializable because they live together, and he cares for her. Like, he's socialized with her in a way. So it is not that. He's just really a fucking monster, because sometimes people are evil. Some people are just evil or egoistic or terrible. They just are. It's just how it is. And I love it when stories do that, because I love my tragic backstory of the villain. I do love that as well. I do love understanding their perspectives, but I also sometimes need a villain that is just evil because he is, because there are evil people in the world. They just are. You know, it's just how it is, and I love when it's depicted. In the book I'm currently finishing up, 8 chapters to go. 45, I think, written. But yeah, there is also an evil person. You will not know until he's evil, or she, but it's there. And because I like that, I need that. I do think that's important to tell, that there are just people that are evil, in that they will do you harm just for their own amusement. I think that's an okay definition of evil, and we can have others. And now the tangent is over, and yeah, let's continue the episode and hope the Bootsman doesn't take us too early today. I also like that he has this argument with her directly, because she's the one that can accuse him very well, because she was the one who would have saved the world, like the people. Stay here. Why though? Yes? I would have gone to Lunge somehow. It's so sad he didn't take his card. Or did he take his card? Like, Lunge would be the one I immediately would go to. Because he at least is trying to get Johann, even though he doesn't really know it or believe that. Yeah, man. Must be so hard on her. Like, how long is she supposed to do that? Like, she had a cozy life. She was about to be a lawyer. Her friends loved her. Like, she seemed like this girl everyone loves. And not because she's a tropey-written character, just because she's a cool person. Like, I really like her. I do think she's my favorite character currently. Next to Dr. Tenma, I think. But, like, she's really one of those characters I really like, because she's very, very real. And very, very nicely written. And I don't know if she's naive. I do think she's a bit naive, because she thought her stalker was a Prince Charming. There's naivety in that a bit, and very fairy tale-like. But yeah, she also now remembers trying to kill her brother for reasons she thought were right as well. You know, so that's hard on her. Like, is she gonna do that? Is she gonna be okay? I don't know. No, she's still alive. Oh no, he's saying the same thing the psychologist says. You know, I really like that, because, like, if the psychologist was here, he would say the same thing again, and now it would be true, because now she has discovered the past, and now the idea of looking into the future is always something you should do, because you have to move forward, because time doesn't stop. You're forced to move forward. So it is something you always should think about, but she is not suppressing her trauma anymore. She can, like, and now it means something different to me, at least. Think about the future is also, now, how do you work through this terrible stuff that you now know there is there? It's the same thing that the psychologist said, but now it has a different meaning. I really like that. And it's also a more sincere, truthful advice here, because the psychologist was basically a bit shallow. He was a bit shallow. I do think he meant good. He did, but Tenma really, really tries to help her here, like, because this is a personal thing as well. I don't know if I need to ask my psychology friends. I do think, because the thing is, you can't have a personal bond to your patients really like that, like this friendship thing, because that can go horribly wrong, because like there has to be professionalism. It is your job, I think. And if it's wrong, if psychologists know that that's wrong, that are like practicing, please tell me. But I do think that's the idea. But on the other hand, he can't give this truthful advice here if he's a psychologist. Though, of course, if a psychologist is empathetic, they can still give this advice without compromising their professionalism. So I think, but I do think this is a very murky border. Oh, there's the press. Oh, God. Yeah. We're doing everything we can solve the case. We can't divulge any more information. This is a dog tax. I always say this. Yeah. I mean, obviously he's not going to tell them. Like, what do they expect? And Mr. Maurer, don't they know him? Oh, that was sweet. I thought a child was crying, but it was the cat. So they know about the Japanese man, how? Oh, and they're a bit racist here, okay. Oh, he doesn't know that yet. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God, this uncanny shit face. Yeah, so he should probably... Let me pass, I'm the Japanese man. Oh, please talk to us. Oh, now the two police people are here. Yeah, you should piss off now. Nah, those two, what does Johan have with them? He should really look for Lunge. Wow, that's really fucking fucked. So Johan has a Blake Society potentially. That's fucked. How? I mean, he's fucking intelligent. That's the thing, though. I do think Johan and Anna both are extremely intelligent. And I really like that. And if you're intelligent and can read people, you can manipulate them easily, obviously. And Johan seems to do that a lot, because Johan's his look alone is something very like allure. Like, he's this beautiful young man, this dashing dude with this little smile, And obviously Anna knows he's evil, but I do think she said that because her subconsciousness told her, not because she thought it when seeing him. Like, in that, like, if someone sees him, they don't think that. That's what I mean. So yeah. Yeah, they're now flooded with work. That's so fucked. It's interesting how crowded it is on the day. Ooh. Interesting. Will they not do that? I don't know if they will do that, though. That's true. That is true. I don't know how it is today. But in older, I don't know if it's true in reality, but in older stories I read, like, they take place in these times, and most of the books I read as a child take place in about these times, like Emil and the Detectives, I think it's called in English, or I don't know, TKKG, which was from today's perspective, sometimes a ridiculous crime series of teenagers doing stuff and feeling stuff out. Five Friends is also something I read or listened to on a cassette. And the Three Detectives, I think Three Questionnaires in German. I don't know what they're called in English. Though they don't have this press angle that much. Though they also get into houses when they pretend being press, or from the student newspaper. But that's beside the point. What I want to say is that in these times, in the stories I know, the press is always the same level as the police in fighting out stuff. And if there's a story about corruption, it's mostly about the press. Like people go to the press, so they will uncover it, and the newspaper will print it, and we will fight the just war as the independent press that they are. Which, nowadays you can forget that, but. I do think that's a very, like, it was a very healthy press back then, as far as I know. But then again, I only know it from my memories and from these stories that are idealized, so I can't really tell. And it's just what I read. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, the newspaper. Whoever gets themselves into danger. I don't know what this is. And this is, I think, Maura. Perhaps a eulogy or whatever you say. Yeah, it's Maura. Oh, man.
Maura.
No. What? Oh, is that Lunge? Yeah, please be Lunge. Yeah, holy fuck, man. I really need Lunge. Like, he's the lifeline we have. I like that he looks sleazy as well. I mean, are you sure? Yeah. Ooh, yeah, because it was the two police people. Johan has an alibi for the parents. Why did Johan take his tie? That's weird. That's really weird. Man, I need to go to Heidelberg Castle. Like, if I go to Heidelberg, I might go this year, because I will travel to some places to colleagues to get to know their departments. And in Heidelberg, I do think they have a department of physics education. Yeah, they do. So if I am there, I will go for the castle and send them pictures. But so, Lunge, what are you gonna find? Man, I'm counting on you so much. Hiding place, not a few people around. What is he doing? Is he looking for Johan traces where he waited? Ah, okay. So did Johan hide the tie? Yeah, must have, because yeah. Oh god, it's Nina gone. Don't be gone, 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 don't be gone. She's gone. Oh good fucking god, man. Massacre. Isn't massacre also meaning that can't be? I mean, yeah, why did you let her stay there? I mean, it was a tough choice. Oh god, man. He might have done it, or she might have gone on her own. Because I do think she's does she have did she show agency? I mean, she's working a job on her own. She seemed to be at least capable of sustaining her own lifestyle a bit. I feel, even though she had parents. I don't know. I'm just like I just don't know. Okay, so did she leave a note? Perhaps that would also be good. Oh no, what's that? Where did she get the pen? Where did she get the pen? Where did she get the pen? What does it say? Okay. Oh, she also made him little Brötchen. Oh. I like that she absolves him as well. Oh no. Oh, she cares for him, yeah. It's a good sandwich. Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh. Because she now cares for him. I think she has made up her mind. I think she needed some time to think about what to do next. Now she did. And she realized she also realized that he's completely done in as well. And now she cares for him as well. Repaying the favor of him caring for her made him the Brötchen. I will just call them Brötchen. I don't know what these are called in English, and I like calling them Brötchen. So if you go to Germany, just order a normales Brötchen. So anyway, a normal, whatever this is called. Yeah, and also like that she tells him it was not your fault. She understood his nature as well. You save lives. You're a doctor. I was like, she also admits a bit, though not directly, that she was rash, and she understands that as a doctor, that is his job, and it wasn't his fault. So she says it's not your fault. You did what you thought was right, and that's what I think as well. Not his fault. Is it his responsibility? I do think there is a responsibility he has a bit, but it's not his fault. He's like he shouldn't hate himself for saving the child, but he should, I think, try to make it right. If he thinks he's the only person who can, I think that's also important, because otherwise, like, his job is saving lives, continue saving lives, and everything will be fine. And the people responsible, like the policemen, will find him one day. Like, I know they won't probably, but like that's the idea perhaps. So he has the choice again here. Will you save more lives and let this go? Oh, and also saving lives might also mean going against Johann and saving the victims he has versus being a surgeon. So that's also the thing here. So Nina, where did you go? Are you gonna try murk him? Probably. She's throwing away her... I mean, she can't study anymore, I think, because they know who she is and he knows where she is and stuff, yeah. Finally, he faces it. Oh. Probably, yeah. Finish what you started, Nina. Yeah. Yeah. Save the monster. Not the cheerleader. Not the world. I love that, man. Butzeman's gonna come. Fuck off, Butzeman. Fuck off, Butzeman! Stupid, shitty Butzeman. I love the ending. Man, it's so awesome. I just love this. The next one is going to be called The Fugitive. That's going to be interesting. It's probably Tenma's probably now on the run, because you can trust people. Yeah, holy shit, man. That was unexpected that Johann has a Blake Society, like a police network. I just will call it Blake Society from now on. Those who know. The others, I will not spoil it. Interesting stuff. The moral thing is going to be interesting. I don't think I will, because I do think it's one of my core principles to say always save a child. So I won't ever argue he shouldn't have saved Johann, but I do think he should stop him. Perhaps that's the thing. I think that's what I am going to think about more. Should he stop him now, or should he let others do it? Or is he because he's not trained for it to stop him. Though he's also fucking clever. Like, he's a brilliant surgeon. He might be extremely clever because he does write research papers on a high level and goes to conferences. So he's also very clever. So he might have a cleverness to find Johann and stop him, and the police might not. Because, I don't know, you do have to do intelligence tests to be admitted to the police force in Germany, at least in these times. I don't know how it is today, next to sports exams. Like, you have to remember names and stuff, and it's basically veiled IQ tests in part, or it was, because, like, I don't know yet how it is nowadays, but I wanted to be a detective once for a short time, or at least I considered it. And I looked into the exams they had to be, like, to let you be admitted to the police force, and I saw the tests, and from nowadays perspective, I know they were veiled IQ tests in part. And like the parts of IQ that are really relevant for a detective, like quick memory, like and quick conclusion drawing and observation and stuff. So like not directly IQ, but like very heavily linked. So I do think detectives are, at least in this time, nowadays probably as well. Like, don't get me wrong, it's just I don't know how they test nowadays, but they were pretty clever, I think, if you're a detective, or Kommissar as it's called in German. So. Yeah, I don't know. So, is it his job to save the lives now, or is it some other? I would argue you could argue it like this. Perhaps he's a doctor. His job is to save lives. They are the police. Their job is to stop murders. It's not his job. It's not what he is in the society for. I think that would be an easy way out. Because I do think it is a bit like society acts as a person, perhaps, as an idea, in that there are parts of society that save people and there are parts who judge people and they're not the same. And the single person is also can't do both because our society is specialized, so to speak. So I would also argue that is a point for him not pursuing him here. But the thing is, even though Anna absolved him, and even though he could go back to the hospital and save lives, it is still something that happened, that drove into his mind, that traumatized him, and it's something he has to grapple with and work through. And just because you know it's not your fault, or because other people tell you, doesn't mean you understand it and feel it. Because these things are, your core beliefs are from the bottom up, not from the top down. And if you tell yourself stuff what you believe in, it might be really wrong. And if it's something you tell yourself that's against your subconscious and your foundations, it will fuck you up. It will not allow you to pursue that. It is a bit like, also again in Attack on Titan, I talked quite some times about it. Knowing and understanding. Knowing is just knowing the facts. Knowing is just the words, but understanding is living it. You know, you can like in Attack on Titan, for example, it was people that were killed by Titans were always like, I know what a Titan is, I've seen it. And the people that didn't see a Titan were always like, yeah, I mean, they're dangerous. Oh, it's so horrific if people get eaten, but they haven't seen it, they haven't lived it, so they didn't understand it. You know what I mean? Or another example is being a parent. I think you know what it is to be a parent, so to speak, from books, from TV, from movies, from observing your own parents, perhaps. But understanding what it is only when you are it. I think, like, perhaps that's also an idea. I know these examples are not perfect. Perhaps I do think the Attack on Titan one was okayish, and the other one as well. Anyway, so yeah, that's the thing as well. So if your conscience is telling you something and you act against it, the conscience will just cry louder, louder, louder. Or you distort your world to make it fit so that your conscience thinks you did the right thing. And that's very mentally detrimental. Like, it will make you mentally ill a bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one as well again. And thanks for watching as always. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. Bye.